Greetings fans, hyper fans and people just lost looking for videos of cats on YouTube. Another late to the game review today as I go back to look at the last of the Lanard Alien stuff coming into Smyths in the UK. I think it's been out at Walmart in the US for a very long time. But my local store finally got in the Xenomorph Attack box. Now this is the only mid-size box that we're going to be getting in the UK. They've literally given up on even pretending that we're going to be getting the APC. But why am I going back to these now? Well, because Smyths are really reducing these. As of me rendering this video, the small figures are at, the Queen is at, and the big electronic gift box is at. So, since I have picked this up, I thought I would pretty much go through and see what we've got. The packaging, like everything else, is a complete mishmash of every art style, font, etc. known to man. And the big sell here is apparently the power loader. We have an alien figure, we have a colonial marine. Let's get this box open and see how they actually fare. Okay, so getting them out of the package is pretty easy, especially since his limbs keep on popping off and he was held in with a single rubber band. The power suit itself is held in with 3 screws. So if you are trying to keep the packaging intact, you do have to rip into some of it to get him out. But we'll go through the 2 little figures first. The green alien is really nice actually. I thought when I was in the store that it was going to be just the same as the yellow alien that we got from one of the earlier sets. But whereas this is more sort of your Alien 1 big chap, this is definitely the Alien Warrior. He's a little bit more ribbed, he's got more details on the arms. Articulation is exactly the same. You've got universals at the shoulder, nothing at the elbow, hands on a ball joint. You have a ball jointed waist for crunch and turn. The hips are on ball joints and it's a simple pin joint at the knee, and then the feet are also on a ball joint. So you can get some decent alien-y poses out of it. Really do wish that there was another ball joint halfway down the arms, but for this price, what are you gonna do, man? The human marines at this size are a little bit of a disappointment. These are basically the super early Lanard core figures. Your standard 5 points of articulation and kind of rubbish sculpt. He comes with some sort of high-tech axe, which basically looks like a Fortnite style pickaxe as if designed for Halo. In bright blue, this has got nowhere to exist in the Aliens mythos and was, I think, something that came with one of their star team. But an accessory is an accessory. Besides, you don't really want him holding much because he is supposed to go into the power suit. So the power suit itself is... Now, it is listed as a power loader, but to me it does look like more of a mix between the 90s Kenner power loader and a G.I. Joe escape suit. And I guess if you are a modern G.I. Joe collector, picking up a couple of these and slapping some Cobra labels on it probably wouldn't be too bad. I have a feeling that the person who designed this was a Thunderbirds fan with the 4 on the yellow. He comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation, 5 if you include this lift up flap. The claw hand on one side is just bolted through and that's nice and stiff. He has a chain gun on a ball joint for the shoulder. That's really quite nice the way that it's moulded. Lots of sort of faux tech detailing, has that belt on it. But the ball joint that it uses is super loose. And it kind of feels like it's over the wrong arm for me, because you've got this spotlight detail on there and the cannon on that side, and then very bare on that side. On the off arm you have this sort of rather menacing looking chainsaw and generic gun on the top. So these were not designed for the Alien line. These are actually from their last outing of Star Force, and obviously it's been recoloured for the core and practically every other line they've done. But it's not a bad stand-in. I think it's actually a slightly more accurate design than the Kenner one, rather than the fact it's got sort of a full top rather than just a roll cage. Would have been really easy to do a remold of that. Anyway, let's put the pilot in and see how he fits. Basically, you are getting his waist into this clip, whacking that down over the top, and there he is. Unfortunately, the joint is too loose to actually hold the weight of an alien. You can't turn that arm, so you can't do much else with it. You can just about pose it like that for display, if you get the balance exactly right. And you can see that it is really hollow. The arms are very hollow. The legs are needfully hollow at the top half, but the bottom half not so much. It's some really good mod fodder, but let's see how he looks with some of the other figures. So like I said, these are the super early Lanard figures, whereas I don't have any sort of non-customized figures to compare it to. But this was based off of the Space Force figure that came with the yellow alien. See, he's like a head shorter. And if I have a look at some of the modern core figures compared to this guy, again, really small in comparison. So yeah, I think he's going to be relegated to my parts box. And actually, let's try the core female body mode in here, because I'm probably going to make a custom Ripley. I don't think that Lanard got the rights to use any of the actors, but okay, so she fits in there pretty well. And yeah, if you're going to make your own custom Ripley, it's going to work. Anyway, I've already gone on about these way longer than I thought I was going to. The line has been really interesting as far as repurposing old figures. A really nice throwback to the original Kenner line. It's been great for doing customs with, and to be honest, I'm really excited to see what they're going to be doing with season 2. Anyway, do all the standard things, comment below, like, subscribe, hit notification, and until next time, if you're keeping the mint in package, you're not a toy collector, you're a box collector.
What kind of thing? I need a clear definition.
Organism. Open the hatch.
Wait a minute. If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know the quarantine procedure.
24 hours for decontamination.
He could die in 24 hours. Open the hatch.
Listen to me. If we break quarantine, we could all die.